Hope you enjoy everyone. Thanks for watching. This is I was getting my latest review on Dragon Ball Super episode 84. This is a little review between the Krillin, Goku, Gohan, and 18. This is basically about this continues what happened last week. Goku going off to trying to recruit warriors. We get to see the birth of Bulma and Vegeta's daughter. Even though it was pretty fast paced. All because of Whis. Whis being an angel has these weird divine powers or whatever. Remember, Dragon Ball Z has some weird logic, and we've seen other shows with weird logic, Excuse me. Sorry, I have to get something. It's seeing how things are, no, they're trying to move forward, Whis, giving birth, Vegeta, shocked that Bala was born and he has such a weird name, but anyway, that's just typical humor and stuff. But the tournament of power is going to begin, and they have 38 hours left, Also, they have to be crewed, so Goku decides to go to see Krillin, like Brohan, he goes with his dad, but he's certain, can Krillin really do this, How can he really do this, No, I mean, this tournament of power is not going to be an easy road. So this is a very big deal, the fact that they're asking Krillin means that they have to do this, but Krillin, he's a capable warrior. I mean, he may not be the strongest in the universe, but he's strong, so they have to go. You get to see Krillin on patrol as a cop, he stopped this robber from, I think she stopped this purse snatcher from trying to snatch the purse from this lady, these bunch of criminals running a car, directing traffic for helping little kids cross the road. Even saved a kitty cat from a tree. It scratched at him. Funny. They talk to Krillin. They go to his house. They talk to him and 18. And try to tell him about the tournament. They're leaving the stuff out about the whole tournament being ending. They even try to ask 18 if she could join. I both they're a bit reluctant, especially 18. She says she's not gonna work for free. Or something like that, So they said they're offering her, they have a prize, 10 million zenny, I still remember 10 million zenny, that's funny. That's all that goes back, That's the most money we've probably seen, a while back. 10 million zenny, we know that she's all about money a little bit. Not all about money, That was the prize, that was, the prize money, for the tournament. She bribed me to say you're gonna give me 20 million zenny, if I lose, 10 million of the prize money and 10 out of your own wallet. That was, one of the crazier moments, back in Dragon Ball Z, I always remember that moment. It even goes way back to, Dragon Ball, when they fought against Fortune Teller Baba's tournament, when they fought back that, they're a bit reluctant, but, they accept, especially P18, but however, AT is rather hesitant because she could tell that these guys are lying something. I mean, she's no idiot, she could tell just by lying, She knows that something's wrong and they're not telling her the truth, They go to this, they agreed, to be a part of the tournament. They also agreed to like this training fight, where they have Gohan, fight against Krillin in this fighting on this island, Gohan, he's still a bit reluctant. The fact that he don't know if Krillin can handle himself in this kind of situation. Because this isn't an ordinary tournament. This is a tournament of power against all the other creatures from the multiverse. And these guys have shown they have tremendous abilities, just as Tompo from Universe 11 and the Trio D Danger from Universe 9, Those guys are tough. And they just went, and not to mention the other guys, not to mention not counting Universe 6, those guys are tough too, especially Hit, he's my favorite. Along with Cade. He still agrees to this, and one of the things I gotta notice that Krillin, even though, he's very surprisingly good, the fact that he's able to, caught Gohan off guard. How to use this secret attack, solar flare times 100, and it blinds Gohan, It's kind of like how, the other guy, blinded him, one of the Universe 9 Triple G's, blinded him a little bit, it's kind of like that, but it's like it has this intense white light, He was able to land a few punches and stuff, but he was able to knock him out of bounds, which made him win, It's kind of similar to how the tournament, this was just practice for the tournament, So they went to this island to get the standoff. If you fell out of bounds or lands, like basically land near the water or touch the water in any way, and you basically lose, which is quite clever. Gohan, he is a good warrior too, but it's obviously he needs to heighten his senses. Like when he got blinded and went all out the last time, especially when he used his Super Saiyan powers, and that brought a lot of fans, hopes back up. But Gohan, he may not be as strong as Goku or whatever, but he needs to, do some serious training. It's obviously that Krillin has too, because a lot that's happening, he knows he can't just be helpless. But one of the things he wants to do most, is protect what he loves most, his wife, his daughter, Marin, but he doesn't know what's truly at stake, that the fact that they lose, poof, everything goes to hell. They go to another location. Apparently, they're on top of Mr. Satan's private building, a tower. Or, apparently Goku cleared it with Mr. Satan so they could use the tower, which is funny. Even though we get to see Mr. Satan at all, or Hercule or whatever, they clearly, the fighting, comes off. This takes some flashback. We get to see, flashback, remembering how they fought in the World Tournament, when they were kids, how they fought together, how they fought against each other. That was one of the best matches. They're pretty much even all the way back then, but this time, Goku's so far ahead, At first they square off, How Krillin, he uses the Destructo Disc, which is his signature, try to keep Goku off guard as well, How the way they fought, It's obviously that Krillin, he knows what he's dealing with. And at 18, she's just worried that her husband, is up against Goku, which is the strongest guy, literally. He's the strongest guy other than Beerus, And the way this fight went out, the dramatic, the rain, that was something I really enjoyed, And when Goku went Super Saiyan, and, to bring out all the stops to test against Krillin, that is something to enjoy, And also the fact that Krillin, and they know each other so well, and Krillin even distracted him when he unleashed two destructive discs, he unleashed the third one to slice off the floor to try to make him seem like he was out of bounds. Goku, Goku didn't see that coming, and the fact that he went Super Saiyan Blue, the fact that Goku literally went Super Blue against Krillin, he can't compete with that. The fact that he's willing to do this means he wants to see if Krillin is willing to do this, willing to do this and how far he's willing to go. One of the things I gotta notice at 18, she's worried about her husband, and so is Marin worried about her father. The fact that she actually stepped in and stopped the fighting, that she was not gonna let Krillin go through this all alone. That's adding in development. I mean, one of the problems that people have with 18 as a character is that she was so underdeveloped, especially in the movies, in the series, because she's been reduced to nothing but a housewife, which is kind of true. And this girl was a badass, even at Z. Like her and her brother, 17. And, they rocked the house. It was so messed up that normal Super Saiyan wasn't even enough to stand up to them. They knocked Vegeta's teeth out. Well, she did. Knocking him to the wall. That was one of the biggest moments in Dragon Ball Z when they turned things around. During the whole Android arc, That was one of the craziest and best moments ever. But the fact that she's actually willing to do this, to stand up, to stand with her husband, that she's not going to make them go through. And she also said that this whole thing is going to be a battle royal, right? That means that enemies may become friends and friends may become enemies. So she's going to stand and fight with her husband, which is some good character development, But Goku, seeing this, the fact that they're willing to do this, fight together, he stops the fight, He said, he basically, forfeited the match, which is something Marin said, that his parents win. Even though Goku, was stronger, the fact that Krillin, the fact that he's getting, chills and these vibes, it's obvious that he wants to be a part of this, I mean, he's not as good as Goku, but he's still a good fighter. The fact that he's willing to go through all this, to feel something again, and to go through all this for his wife and his family, and to test himself, And that's like classic Dragon Ball Z, kind of reminds me of Vegeta in a way, because Vegeta testing himself to see how strong he could be, and the fact that 18 is willing to stand beside him, that just adds to development, And when they both did that double Kamehameha, it's obviously that Krillin wouldn't stand a chance, but if the fight had proceeded, probably Goku would have probably went too far. Goku probably would have stopped, but I don't think it would have been bad for Krillin if that Kamehameha, especially in Goku and Super Saiyan Blue, would have been allowed to continue. It would have done some serious damage to Krillin, and we don't want to see that, you know. We can get to see that Goku asked the question, you know, where is 17? Like 17, apparently he heard from him a while back, and you know, 18 said that he's now a park ranger, and I was protecting them, you know, somewhere far away, you know. She doesn't exactly know where or when, you know, which is intense, you know. I mean, this was spoiled a couple of weeks ago. This news was spoiled, especially what's about to tell you next after this. It was spoiled. A while back. The fact that this happened, you know, and they're gonna look for 17, you know, I don't know, so they don't know where he's at exactly, so they're gonna go talk to Dende, being the guardian of the lookout. He can see all from Earth, so he's gonna go find Dende to ask ask where he is, you know, exactly. Hey, next, you know, we get this preview for the next episode, you know. It looks like all the gods are going to make a move. Remember, they hate Universe 7, especially Goku, for being the one who caused them to get involved in this tournament of power. He basically threatened the entire multiverse. He's literally the most hated being in all of existence. So it looks like the gods are going to make a move to try to take him out. Oh, which is something, you know, a big deal. That means they're going to probably destroy Universe 7 before the tournament arrives, which is what you call a very big deal. You know, we even get to see skinny Majin Buu. Why I say skinny? Well, let's just say because of the whole tournament thing, it's pretty intense. And this just adds more to the story. I want to see what Goku stands up to the other gods, you know, and see which is strongest, which is the weakest. You know, I can't wait to see what happens next. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry if I mothered or did something wrong with this video. You have my apologies. I was just trying to rush this as fast as possible. Anyway, this is Sullivan Alice Game. You know, Dragon Ball Super episode 84. I'm out. See you guys next time.